My parents sent me to a reform school after the girl who stole my family accused me of pushing her down the stairs. When I returned 2 years later, I discovered they had turned my bedroom into her personal closet. For 18 years, I was Emily Bennett, the beloved daughter of one of the wealthiest families in Cloudridge. I had everything. Loving parents, 2 protective brothers, and even a childhood sweetheart who was supposed to become my fiancée. But on my 18th birthday, my perfect life shattered when a girl named Lydia showed up with a DNA test, claiming she was the real Bennett daughter. Apparently, we had been switched at birth. The birthday party I had been looking forward to turned into Lydia's homecoming celebration. My parents held her and cried, promising to make it up to her for all the years she'd missed. No one even remembered I was there, despite being the supposed star of the day. Since your real parents are gone, you can stay, my father Gale said coldly. One more daughter won't be too much of a burden. Things got worse when Lydia set me up, making everyone believe I had pushed her down the stairs out of jealousy. My family, who had loved me for 18 years, sent me away to St. Gabriel Reform Academy, a hellhole disguised as a disciplinary school for troubled rich kids. Not just anyone can be part of the Bennett family, my father said as they abandoned me. From now on, go by your real father's name, Harper. For 2 years, I endured beatings, starvation, and constant fear. I learned to stay quiet, to keep my head down, and to hide any emotion that might provoke others. I became a shadow of myself. When my 2 years were finally up, my younger brother Lucas came to pick me up. The moment he saw me, dirty, thin, wearing the same yellowed white dress from 2 years ago, his face twisted with disgust. Looks like St. Gabriel's really worked. Finally taught you some manners. We should have sent you there earlier. Maybe Lydia wouldn't have had such a hard time. On the drive home, Lucas tried to provoke me by speeding dangerously, but I remained silent. My silence enraged him. Eventually, he received a call about a race, slammed on the brakes, making my head hit the dashboard, and then kicked me out on a deserted mountain road. Call a cab or something, he said before driving off. But how could I? When they sent me away, they took everything, even my hair tie. I had only $31 left to me by the original owner of the hoodie I was wearing. So I walked for hours, finally arriving home, late that night. When I entered the Bennett mansion, I found my family gathered in the living room. They looked upset until Lydia started crying, claiming she felt guilty about me being sent away. Instantly, everyone comforted her. It is not your fault, Lydia. My mother Emma said, pulling her into her arms. Don't cry. How could it ever be your fault? Lucas immediately accused me. Emily, you just got back, and you are already picking on Lydia, right in front of us. Though I hadn't said a single word to Lydia, I apologized anyway. I am sorry, Miss Bennett. It was all my fault. Please forgive me. My apology shocked everyone. The Emily they knew would never have backed down, even when my father had whipped me for supposedly pushing Lydia. When I asked to go to my room, my oldest brother Andrew led me upstairs. The moment he opened the door, I froze. My bedroom had been completely transformed into a walk-in closet filled with designer clothes, shoes, and bags, all belonging to Lydia. You know, Lydia went through a lot, Andrew explained awkwardly. When Lydia's closet got too full, Mom figured you weren't coming back anytime soon, so she turned your room into extra space. I didn't argue. I simply asked, can I stay here for the night? They put me in a tiny former maid's room on the first floor. To me, it was paradise compared to where I'd spent the last 2 years. That night, I slept with a pen gripped tightly in my hand, ready to defend myself if anyone came in. The next morning, I woke early and ate leftover scraps in the kitchen. When my father saw me wolfing down food, he sneered, "What are you? A wild animal. Thank God you are not my real daughter." Later, as I stood in the doorway watching my family laugh and chat over breakfast, they suddenly went silent, as if only then remembering I existed. Their faces showed what they couldn't say. I was an unwelcome stranger in what had once been my home, but little did they know, I wasn't the same Emily who left 2 years ago. The girl who desperately sought their love was gone. In her place stood someone who had survived hell and learned a crucial lesson. Sometimes family isn't who you are born to, but who you choose to become when they've all abandoned you.